यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रमाय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तनम की श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की श्रील प्रभुपाद की ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Tomorrow being appearance of Lord Balaram, we are going to discuss something from Balaramji. This is from Adi Lila, chapter 5, text number 4. The sloka is displayed. Please repeat after me. Sarvavatare Krishna Swayam Bhagavana Tanhara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balarama. Sarvavatare Krishna Swayam Bhagavana Tanhara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balarama. Sarvavatare Krishna Swayam Bhagavana Tanhara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balarama. Please repeat. Read from word to word meaning. Sarva Avatari, the source of all incarnations. Krishna, Lord Krishna, Swayam, personally. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tanhara, his. Dvitiya, second. Deha, expansion of the body. Shri Balarama, Lord Balaram. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balaram is his second body. Purport. Lord Krishna is the absolute personality of Godhead, is the primeval Lord, the original form of Godhead. And his first expansion is Sri Balarama, the personality of Godhead, can expand himself in innumerable forms. The forms that have unlimited potency are called Swamsha, and forms that have limited potencies, the living entities, are called Vibhinna Amsha. I'll just read further verses also, just to, and translations will read directly. The next. The two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and he assists Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes. The original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. May Sri Nityananda Rama be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshana, Sesha, Naga, and Vishnu, who lie on the Karana ocean, Garbha ocean, and ocean of milk, are his plenary portions and portions of his plenary portions. Lord Balaram is the original Sankarshan. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. He himself helps in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. He executes the orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation and in the form of Lord Sesha. He serves Krishna in various ways. In all the forms, he tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. That same Balaram is Lord Nityananda, the companion of Lord Gaurasundara. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Seeking blessings from all the assembled Vaishnavas so that I can glorify Lord Balaram, who is eternally glorifying Lord Krishna with his unlimited mouths in the form of Sesha. So it is very difficult to glorify Balaram, who is unlimited. This chapter entitles The Glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. So, and we see that Sri Krishna Janmashtami is coming in very few days, 16th of August. So before advent of Lord Krishna, Lord Balram's appearance takes place. Even if you see in the Krishna Leela that Balramji comes before and makes all the arrangements for Krishna to descend in the womb of Mother Devaki. So it is said before the uh, birth of Krishna, Devaki womb became shelter for uh, six children. They are considered Asura. Um, all the children are Asura Yoni. So because they stayed in the womb of Devaki, so now for Krishna to come and reside, it is not a suitable place. So before that, Balramji comes and he thoroughly cleanses and makes the place very much suitable for Lord to come. And it is said generally when we invite any special guest, we offer asan, to sit. So in that way, Balramji came and he left behind that bed Seshanaga, you know, in the womb of Devaki, and he left so that Lord Krishna will come and be seated there. In that way, Balramji comes and makes all the proper arrangements for Krishna to descend in this world. So, uh, even if you see in the Iskcon Vrindavan, which is the most important place for all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, hmm, so that is birthplace of Lord Krishna. So in that also, if you see, Prabhupada made a temple. In that, main deities are Krishna and Balaram. Generally, it is everywhere Prabhupada established Radha Krishna deities as the main deities. But in Iskcon Vrindavan, Prabhupada established Krishna Balaram temple. So Balaramji is very the main in the altar actually. So this signifies something. So one thing is that place is called Ramana Reti. Reti means sand. Ramana means they enjoyed that sand in that Krishna and Balaram played in that place. So in the one of the Vaishnava song, it comes Ar kabe nitai chand karuna hoibe samsara vasana mora kabe tuchha hobe Vishaya chadiya kabe shuddha hobe man kabe habe herimo Shri Vrindavan. So by the mercy of Lord Nityananda Balram, when our heart will be freed from samsara vasana, that desire for materialistic sense gratification, then heart will become shuddha hoyaman vishaya chadiya kabe shuddha hobeman tabe hame heribo Shri Vrindavan, then only we can enter into the Vrindavan dham. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki, Shri Shri Gaunitaya ki, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So in that way, Balaram is the person actually who can cleanses our heart and gives us entrance into Vrindavan Dham. So by the mercy of Lord Balaram only we can enter into the Vrindavan Dham. And here it is explained very interesting in this verse. Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tanhara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balarama. So it is Dvitiya Deha, it is another body. Krishna has one more body. Generally, we have only one body, right? So Krishna has another body that is as good as his own body. That is Dvitiya Deha is Shri Balarama. So that means two bodies have one soul only. It is right. It is my another body. That means what? So for that body only, I am only the soul. that doesn't have any another soul. Actually, one soul have two bodies. So that's what it is told actually. That means it is as good as same only. You understand? There is no difference between this body and that body. So, but what is the speciality of this? Krishna expands into Balaram, and in the last verse, what we read, it is told. In all the forms, he tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. So, this is the most important thing actually in our life. We need the bliss of service. So, everybody want to enjoy like Krishna by accepting service from everybody. Understand? But what we need is actually we need the bliss of rendering service. Understand? It is said if you want to enjoy the bliss of receiving service, you cannot always get it. Because some people agree to offer services to us and some people don't agree, right? But if you want to be happy by rendering service, you can be, that is always available. So you can be always blissful if you are in the mood of servant of the servant of the servant. So in that way, Balramji is always blissful. That's what we sing also every day. Haha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhi. So he is always Sukhi. He is always blissful actually. because he is enjoying the bliss of rendering service. So in that way, Balramji has very very important role to play in all of our life. It said Balramji represents the Guru Tattva. He always accompanies the Lord in whichever avatar he takes. Generally, in our life, if you want something, you have to get it. If you want some chair, somebody has to get the chair. Hmm. If you want some water to drink glass, somebody has to put. But in the case of Krishna, Balaramji becomes that. Balaramji becomes that, bed. Balramji becomes the dress. Balramji becomes the ornaments. Balramji becomes the padukas. So Balramji serves in to such an extent. Understand? If somebody want to sit, there is no chair. Do you become the chair? And you will say them to sit. We don't do that. If there is no chair, sir. Like that. So it is to such an extent actually Balramji serves to Lord. So there is nothing actually which remains, you know, for service of the Lord. Actually, there is nothing remaining. That's why it is called Sesha. Sesha means there is nothing remaining actually. Balramji does everything. So, but still we also do something, on behalf of spiritual master. We also do something actually. There is no service remain actually because Balramji completes all service. Everything what is required for Krishna, Balramji does. So, in that way, if you see in various avatars of the Lord, in Lord comes as Lord Ramachandra, Balramji comes as Lord Lakshman, and is always there actually. Only Lord Ram was told he has to go to Vanavas. Lakshmanji is not told only, but he went. So no need to tell actually. It is no for Lakshman to do. So if you see in the Acharya says that when during the incarnation of Lord Ramachandra, Lakshmana had some difficult time because he wanted to oppose that Lord Ram going to Vanavas. Hmm. But Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam. He just accepted the uh, order of Kaikeyi and immediately became ready to go to Vanavas. But Lakshmana is opposing. No, it is injustice. So why you should go? You know, only those people who are covered they accept the destiny. Hmm? I am here to change the destiny. You just say one word. Tomorrow, same muhurta, you are going to become the king. You know. So, but Lord Ram did not agree. So, being the younger brother, he always had to obey his elder brother. Afterwards, also, no, Lakshmanji given all difficult services of uh, Sita Agni Pravesh. Uh, Lakshmanji had to arrange the everything, and when Sita Maya had to left in the Vanavas again afterwards to the Valmiki Rishi's ashram, uh, Lakshmanji only had to do all these things. But every time Lakshman want to oppose, you know, but being the younger brother, he always had to keep quiet as a etiquette. So it is said at that time Lakshman decided actually. So I am not able to render service properly being younger brother. So from next time onwards, there is no younger brother business, only elder brother. Yeah. So that is also not to dominate actually, it is to render service. Mm. So in that way, in the next incarnation onwards, he became Balram and Nityanandaram. Mm. So he served in the as an elder brother, and is always enjoying the bliss of service. And it is said, if you see, this is the uh, one person in two bodies. That means they are so intimate, they know the heart of each other perfectly. In that way, Balaram and Lord Lakshman knows the heart of Lord Krishna. perfectly. So sometimes it is very interesting that you know the activities of Balram are little bit bewildering and misleading. It is said if you, Krishna is taking the side of Pandavas and Balramji is favoring Duryodhana. You know, how is it actually? If Balramji is very, very obedient and faithful servant of Lord Krishna, why he is, uh, favorably disposed towards Duryodhana? In fact, one of the name of Balramji is Duryodhana's Guru. Balramji has some 108 names. In that one name is Duryodhana Guru. And in fact, the proposal comes about marrying Mother Subhadra. You know, Balramji proposes to marry her to Duryodhana also. It is Krishna tricks actually that sending, Arjuna in the form of a sannyasi and during the Chaturmas period, and no, and Krishna only, you know, tells you kidnap, huh? Because he also did the same thing to Rukmini, he is also guiding him also like that, you know, Krishna kidnapped Rukmini and Arjuna kidnapped Subhadra. you know so like that if you see some of the incidents which is very very bewildering actually why Balramji is favoring Duryodhana. Mm. And in fact that during the uh, Balramji wanted to be part of that Kurukshetra war. you know so he took off the leave and he goes for a pilgrimage, he visiting all the holy places. So it is mentioned actually so many holy places Balramji visits, and in that Tirupati is also there, and he visits Srirangam, Kanchipuram, and many many holy places. So and after he wanted to avoid being the killing, but while visiting the holy places, Balramji visits this Naimisaranya Kshetra. In the Naimisaranya Kshetra, that there is a uh, discourse is going on, and the head speaker is considered is a Romaharshan Sutta. So when Balramji comes there, and all the sages and Brahmanas, they immediately recognize him that he is a supreme personality of Godhead. Even though he is a Kshatriya, externally looking, he is a son of Vasudev. Hmm. It said one of the name of Balram is also Vasudeva, because he is also son of Vasudeva. It is not only about Krishna. Balram name is also Vasudeva. So when everybody uh, offers respect to Balramji, some people stand and offer obeisances. Some elderly people, they offer blessings to Balramji, sitting there only. But everybody recognize him and they offer respect to Balramji, except one person, that is the speaker who is sitting on the Vyasasan, Romarshan Sutta. So it is very, very important pastime actually. If you see that out of so many pastimes, Sukadeva Goswami chosen to narrate this pastime. Hmm. Out of Krishna Lilas, only around 90 stories are there, and you know, Sukadeva Goswami chosen to tell this story. Uh, and Balramji, when he sees that this Ramarshan Sutta didn't got up, not even okay, if you don't get up also it's okay, but at least you should able to recognize him and no offer some respect to Balramji. Uh, so Balramji seriously considers this case, and he thinks actually even though he is a disciple of Vyasadev, he thoroughly learned all the shastras and everything, but still he didn't develop the quality of submissiveness and humility. Mm. So his all his learning is compared to uh, a person who is doing stage performance and drama. You know, somebody can be doing a performance of drama is like Narada Muni in a stage, but that doesn't mean that actually is Narada Muni. He has that much devotion. So similarly, what he is doing is actually is a kind of hypocrisy. Hmm? So all his learning did not let him to recognize Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then, but he is speaking the katha. So Balramji thinks actually he doesn't deserve to be, living. So Balramji decides to punish him and takes a blade of grass and touches Romarshan Sutta, and Romarshan Sutta dies immediately on the Vyasasan. Murder on the Vyasasan. So all the people there, all the sages and Brahmanas, they immediately, you know, get surprised and no, uh, and afterwards they say, "My dear Lord, uh, we humbly want to say that actually uh, what you did is not right." you know because we have offered him blessings, we made him sit on the Vyasasan, you know and we have given him the blessing of you know long life of 1,000 years. But uh, what you did is actually you made all our blessings go in vain. So as soon as Balramji hears that, okay, if you think what I have done wrong is okay, I'm going to bring him back to life also. Huh? And you say whatever blessings you want me to give, I will give. So Balramji is so humble again, and all these sages say actually no, whatever you did is actually is ultimately correct. Only it should not go in vain. But you make sure that whatever blessings we give, that also should not go vain. So do something by which both are taken care. And not only that, actually, in general, it is not required any Bhagavatam speaker, any speaker who is supposed to get up. So many people will be coming and going. You know, it is not required that he gets up and offer obeisances. But it is exceptional that when somebody's very great personality is coming, it is expected that actually he should recognize and offer obeisances and everything. So in that way, he is right in one sense, but he is wrong also. you know, he is wrong also. So for that, actually, just to set an example to the people in general, that actually because he is also elevated and twice born, it is also considered like a brahmatya. So you should atone for your activity, just to set an example to the common people. So Balramji agrees and he asks them only, you only tell what is the atonement which you want me to perform. So then they request him. There is a terrible demon called Balavala, so who is always coming and troubling this sacrificial arena, and you please, kill him as an atonement to this. So Lord Balramji kills the demon called Balavala, and afterwards he um, transfer all the blessings of Romarshan Sutta to his son Sutta Goswami, and reinstate him, and he continues to speak Bhagavad Gita. So in that way, sometimes when you hear that actually is Balramji is very proud or what, just because somebody did not got up, you will kill him. you know, it looks something too much, right? you know, he's having a lot of false ego, like that. Some kind of thoughts may come actually into the mind of the conditioned soul. So, but if you see in the same, afterwards Balramji visits so many holy places, he visits so many demigods temples also, there also he offers respects, there also he offers obeisances, and there also he offers prayers. you know so there is no tinge of false ego, because he is the supreme absolute truth. In the something supreme absolute truth, there cannot be any false ego, cannot exist. And the same Balramji, who is coming in the next avatara as the Lord Nityananda, how much humility exhibited you can see actually. The same Balramji, because in the avatar also, if we consider everybody like that, who is not submissive, let us finish them. You know, nobody will remain. So it is required at that yuga from that kind of people that much is expected. So in the Kali Yuga, you cannot expect that much kind of surrender, you know. So it is required you have to go to each and every person, catch a blade of grass in your teeth and beg everybody. So that is Kali Yuga model, Nityananda Prabhu model. That's what Srila Prabhupada also followed actually, going from door to door and begging everybody, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna Siksha. So if you see how Balramji, you know, is exactly knowing the heart of Krishna, he also did not participate in the war. Why? Because it is, if Krishna is participating in the war, Balramji also joins the side of Krishna. Hmm? If Krishna and Balram are one side, then all enemies come to know that actually nobody can defeat them, and all the Asuric forces also join the side of Pandavas. So at that time, what will happen? The mission will remain incomplete. Actually, you cannot kill them. They will be saved. So very intelligently, Krishna had said, "I will not take part in war." So Balramji also told, "I also will not take part in the war." You know. So, and Krishna made Bhishma to stand on the side of Duryodhana. So in that way, he made Pandava's side very weak and Kaurava's side very strong. So all the demonic forces thought actually now it is a good opportunity to take the side of Kauravas because they are rightly situated, perfectly strongly situated. So in that way, Krishna made Pandavas in terms of, you know, army forces also. There are 7 Akshodinis and they have 11 Akshodinis. And here Bhishma and Drona and Karna are there. Here only Bhima and Arjuna are there, and Krishna is also not fighting, and Balramji is not in picture only. you know. So in that way, it is very intelligent move of Krishna that actually he made that side very strong. And Balramji also took very neutral stand and he went all around and came finally. And at the time he came when Bhima and Duryodhana are fighting. And Balramji says actually, you are very both very powerful warriors. Bhima is strong in bodily strength, and Duryodhana is very skilled in using the mace. So according to me, both of you can fight together for so many days together, but I'm not sure who is going to come victorious. So, and we know the story that actually Krishna tells Bhima to hit on the thigh of Duryodhana, and as soon as uh, Bhima attacks on the thighs of Duryodhana, Duryodhana collapses. At that time, Balramji comes forward. This is injustice. You know, he backs up actually. He backs up. So it is very interesting actually why Balramji is doing what he is doing. Hmm. It is said in this world, for a living entity who rebelled against Krishna, actually, you know, there is no hope for him to again come back. Hmm. There should be somebody in his life who can again connect him. So, if you see in the case of Duryodhana, actually, he is completely gone. Actually, even to Vidura so many times instructed Balramji to, you know, to be, don't be envious of Pandavas. Like that, so many sages also come. Even Vyasdev also says to stop the war and be peaceful. So like that, many people try to give good advice to Balramji. Sorry, to Duryodhana. But Duryodhana never cared about anybody. But only one person Duryodhana had some affectionate feelings towards. That is Balramji. Yeah, that is Balramji because he taught him mace fight and everything. He proposed to marry his sister also. No. So in that way, Balramji earned some trust in the heart of Duryodhana actually. So if there is any chance for Duryodhana to come back, it is only by Balramji. There is nobody else in this world can bring him back except Balramji. So in that way, actually, You know, in our life also, sometimes some devotees go out of association of devotees and they are living in somewhere and not connected to any devotees. But among our devotees, somebody who has some soft corner for him and he calls, Ray Janmashtami is coming, please come. Rath Yatra is coming, please come. He is not at all connected to anybody. But only one link is only that person, you know, who is thinking about him and he is thinking to bring him back. So in that way, Balramji is Guru Tattva plays very very important role in the lives of, you know, living entities to come back to Krishna. So in the Prabhupada also quite often used to say about the nature of Guru Tattva. If uh, many places there is a big confusion about the position of Guru, you know, in this world. Some people thinks that Guru is all in all. We don't require God. You know, some people think God is all in all. We don't require Guru. That is another extreme. This is one extreme. Hmm? Some people say actually, हमने गुरु को कर लिया. We accepted the Guru. But do you do any spiritual practices? We accepted the Guru. He will do everything. You know, he will chant, he will follow for regulated principle. हमको कुछ नहीं करने का. क्यों किया अपने गुरु को? Why we accepted the Guru? Why he is there? He will do everything. So that is one extreme actually. Is so much faith in Guru. You know? We don't require to do anything. Just accept initiation or some shelter of Guru. So that is one level of, you know, following the Guru. So another is that Krishna is everything. We don't require anybody. So why we require somebody in between us and God? If God is like our father and mother, for a child to go to father and mother, is somebody is required in between? Yeah. There is no mediator is required in between us and God. Why is coming in between? Like we have so many outside, no? These mediators are there, na? They do, no? They take commission and everything. So like that, people say, why is required? It is said the Guru doesn't come in between us and God. He removes what is there in between and God. There is something is blocking for us to go towards Krishna, and Guru removes that blockage and makes our journey very smooth. That's why Prabhupada always used to say it is transparent via media. Hmm? There is a lens is there. Now many of us must have seen that Mahavatar Narsimha, right? In that they are given some glasses, you know. So that glasses is there in between us and the screen. Huh? But being that is that reduces the difference, distance, and that brings us the object more close. Huh? In that way, the Guru acts as a transparent via media. You know, he makes the distance very, very less. So in that way, he doesn't come in between us actually. He comes in between so that what is blocking to remove that. So it is said, who is great? He is God is great or Guru is great. So both are great in different ways. Actually, it is so God created this world and Guru teaches how to live in this world. If somebody manufactured a car, huh, but unless you don't know how to use the car, how to drive the car, you know, it will be very dangerous. So the person who manufactured the car only, he sends a person to teach how to drive the car, how to use the car. So similarly, Krishna created this universe, and we are caught up in this universe. So out of his own mercy, Krishna sends his own representative expansion, and knowing this about this world and how to live in this world and how to come back to him. So in that way, it is a very very merciful, you know, incarnation of Lord. So the position of Krishna is also very very difficult actually in this world. It is Krishna out of his love, he doesn't oppose our desires, and but we are suffering because of our desires. So one devotee was telling actually, uh, he is very wonderful devotee, very great devotee in our system, counselor also. So he told actually his father is a uh, very pious person attached to one very Vaishnava guru in those days actually. But his father has one bad habit of taking pan, you know, with some masala and everything, you know. So, and that guru also doesn't know about it actually. So, one point of time he came to know that he has this habit of eating this pan, masala, and everything. And he told him, "Hey, this is not good. Yeah, you should stop." So, but he has the habit of eating it day in day out. But whenever he used to go to Guru, he never used to do it actually. You know. So because of that, he was never caught. But once he was caught actually. So, and he told actually you cannot take it. Then he told actually I am so much used to it actually. I can't live without it. And then the Guruji told, okay, at least during Ekadasi don't take that one day. You know. So, but he's so attached to his Guruji. Then he told, okay, Guru Maharaj, for your sake, I will do it. You know. So it is said during that one day, he is really trying to follow that vow, whatever he gave his to Guru, not to take fun. So, but because he is so much used to it, you know, he used to become so much, disturbed, very much agitated on that day because of not eating that pan, you know, and he used to become angry towards the people, shouting, yelling, because for small small things. And during the office period also, all the people used to become so fearful actually, you know. And people used to ask, is tomorrow is Ekadasi or what? We'll take a leave because our boss will be in very different mood only, like that. Everybody used to be fearful, and no, and this person used to hold like anything, and used to see the time when it is going to be over by 12 o'clock or something, and afterwards again he used to take you know and he had so much difficult time following that vow within his life. And his family members are miserable, you know office people are miserable, he is miserable, but he wanted to follow that vow which he gave to his guru. you know and finally the guruji also understand actually. He is having miserable time following this. He is very unhappy, you know so he says, okay, you do whatever you want to do. Okay, you follow, you can continue actually. He gave him the concession actually. So in that way, whatever our desires are there actually, our desires are not permissible, you know but Krishna sees that we are miserable. If Krishna don't give the allowance for us to follow it, we will be miserable actually. But Krishna is also miserable seeing we are going away from him by fulfilling our materialistic desires. So what to do? So in that way, there should be somebody who should educate us, who should teach us actually how we can overcome those things, our own bad habits, and be normally situated. So in that way, Krishna sends his own representative, who is none other than himself, again comes in the form of Balramji, and teach these fellows. Actually, they are suffering, hmm, and he reinstates the living entity back. Actually, so in that way, Balramji is very very special incarnation. It is something like a, if there is a doctor is there who has a lot of passion to treat patients, you know, but he need a capable assistant who can assist him, who arranges all the operation theater table, and who makes patients sit, and who can explain the prescription to the patients, who makes do's and don'ts and everything. And at the same time, he need that fellow to take care of himself also. you know he should be also taken care by personal needs, and he is also made comfortable, right? How much it is responsible position of that assistant who is assisting the doctor. Hmm? So that able assistant is required actually. That Doctor has so much passion to serve, but the assistant is not that much capable, he will collapse. That's what happens to many of our devotees who are assisting some sannyasis, no, and personal servants. you know, they are going on and on, like we see Radhesham Prabhu and but the assistants have tough time to maintain the pace with them. They will collapse actually. So similarly, to assist Krishna, no ordinary person can stand actually. He himself has to expand in the form of Balramji, and who is making all the arrangements to take care of the living entities. Hmm? Here the assistant role is not just make the arrangements for the living entities, but he has to go to their homes and counsel them. You follow this prescription, Baba. You take the medicines, you follow the diet and everything. You should counsel them also, and at the same time he has to take care of the master also. And for that he should have great appreciation for what he is doing. What my master is doing, something glorious work. Unless you have that great appreciation and you delight in that, then only you can do it. अरे कुछ तो कर रहा है, he is doing something and he हमको भी परेशान कर रहा है. Sometimes we feel like that. Why he cannot be normal? And because of him I also has to work so much. If you think like that, actually you can't assist actually. So Balramji is delighting in the glories of Krishna and Krishna's service attitude, and he is so happy to assist Krishna to the topmost extent. So in that way, Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastre, the Guru is actually uh, considered almost on the level of Krishna. Hmm. But it is said the Guru will never think that I am Krishna. Hmm. So the very extraordinary mood of Guru Tattva is explained here only in Chaitanya Charitamrita actually. How Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he considered himself. You know, he considered himself, I am lower than the worm in the stool. I am more sinful than Jaga and Mathai. If you take my name, all your punya will be over. know. But at the same time, he says, if you follow me, what I am saying, you will become perfect. you know, it is humility at the same time confidence also. Uh, so this is what actually you can see in the Prabhupada also. Somebody asked Prabhupada, "Are you perfect?" Prabhupada said, "I am not perfect, but my mission is perfect." you know so it is very amazing balance actually of Guru Tattva. He doesn't take any pride in delivering, and he says, Prabhupada, I am just like a postal peon. I am just like a postman. Postman doesn't have anything of his own. He just delivers whatever comes out. So but that is only my credit actually. I did not change anything. I presented Bhagavad Gita as it is. Generally it is very difficult to speak as it is actually. We add our own interpretation and everything, and we present actually. So to act as a very transparent via media, it is something very great actually. So in that way, uh, it is said the supreme personality of Godhead Krishna gives us a sword of knowledge which can tie all our attachments. Hmm? But to use that knowledge of sword, we need some energy to lift the sword of knowledge. So Lord Balaram, uh, who gives the strength which we can use the sword of knowledge and cut all our attachments and misconceptions, and we can reinstate in our constitutional position. So these are some few thoughts. We'll recite one Balramji prayer and we'll conclude today's discussion. This is the Pranati mantra of Lord Balramji. Please repeat after me. Namaste tu halagrama, Namaste mashalayuda, Namaste revati kanta, Namaste bhaktavatsala, Namaste balinam sreshta, Namaste dharani dhara, Pralambhare namaste tu, पाहि मां कृष्ण पूर्वजा. हरे कृष्ण. श्री बलराम जी की जय. बलराम जयंती महामहोत्सव की. शील प्रभुपाद की जय.